leave her like that.
Hello and welcome to the news on Rapid Television. I am Victor RK. Let's begin with the headlines. Tinubu approves Fani Kayode's redeployment as ambassador designate to South Africa. Kogi government confirms rescue of all abducted Lokoja orphanage victims. Experts push sustainable business models. A new army chief appointed after attacks on the foreign saying Iran seeks FIFA guarantees in the US. Details of these and more will come to you in the bulletin. Former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, has revealed that President Bola Tinubu has approved his redeployment as Nigeria's ambassador designate to South Africa. Fani-Kayode disclosed this in a statement today, explaining that the decision followed his request to be reassigned after he was initially nominated for a diplomatic posting to Germany. According to him, he formally communicated his concerns about the Germany posting to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and requested consideration for deployment to South Africa instead. Fani-Kayode explained that his preference for South Africa was influenced by personal considerations and his desire to serve in a country he had never previously visited, despite spending much of his life in Europe. He added that South Africa's political outlook, economic standing, and relationship with Nigeria also informed his decision. Fani-Kayode also dismissed reports claiming that the German government rejected his appointment, describing the allegations as false, malicious, and aimed at tarnishing his image as well as embarrassing the federal government. He maintained that no official communication rejecting his appointment was ever issued by German authorities. A faction identifying as the original founders and custodians of the Obedient movement has announced a rebranding exercise and the suspension of former presidential candidate Peter Obi and his campaign spokesman Dr. Yunusa Tanko. The group, now referring to itself as the Obedient Movement, says it has also severed ties with Obi's loyalists, citing a departure from the movement's founding principles. Our correspondent, Godwin Sunday, reports.
At a press conference in Abuja, the group accused the suspended members of actions it described as being contrary to the ideals and objective of the movement, which emerged around 2022 as a civic and political support base for Peter Obi. The movement, largely driven by young Nigerians at home and in diaspora, gained prominence during the 2023 general elections through social media mobilization and grassroots engagement, with a focus on accountability, anti-corruption, and improved governance. The faction listed Peter Obi, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, and several other key figures among those affected by the suspension. Dr. Barry Abotu Johnson, who introduced himself as international coordinator of the rebranded group, said the leadership is reclaiming the movement in line with its original vision.
Today, we have come to inform the world that the original founders and custodians of this true obedient movement worldwide have resolved to claim the movement and return it to the people. This movement belongs to the people. It belongs to the streets. It belongs to the youth. It belongs to the workers. It belongs to every Nigerian who believes that this country must move forward. Accordingly, we hereby announce the formal disbandment of the previous leadership structure associated with the movement as it existed after the 2023 general elections. Effective immediately, the movement is entertaining a new era of rebranding, restructuring, reconciliation, and renewed vision ahead of the 2027 general elections. Authority of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to assure that all Nigerians are given a fair democratic space ahead of the 2027 general elections. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must give all political parties and persons the opportunity to perform as their civic responsibility and civic duties and civic rights to contest like him also is contesting. We will not accept any disenfranchisement of any individual or political party arranged by the Ahmed Bola Tinubu administration.
The group urged supporters nationwide to remain calm, peaceful and law-abiding as internal issues within the movement are being addressed. The development is expected to draw wide reactions from supporters and political observers, particularly as Nigeria's political landscape continues to evolve ahead of future electoral cycles. In Abuja, Godwin Sunday for Rapid TV News.
The House of Representatives is urging the federal government to investigate the persistent rise in the cost of building materials, despite the availability of local raw materials across the country. Lawmakers say the increasing prices are worsening Nigeria's housing deficit and driving up infrastructure costs nationwide. Our correspondent, Linda Ike, reports.
The resolution followed the motion sponsored by Bayelsa lawmaker Oboku Oforji during Thursday's plenary session. Leading the debate, Oforji noted that the price of cement has risen sharply from about 7,500 naira in late 2025 to between 11,500 and 12,100 naira in 2026. He added that similar increases have also affected steel, sand, and timber, placing additional pressure on housing development and construction projects nationwide.
The price of 50 kg bags of cement has risen sharply from above 7,500 in late 2025 to between 11,500 and 12,100 in 2026, representing an increase of approximately 50 to 60% within the short period of time. It has further concerned that within the same period, steel prices have increased by 20%, chap sand price by about 25%. Other materials such as granite and timber have also recorded significant increases. Nigeria is worried that the housing deficit have grown approximately 28 million units, and the rising cost of building material is worsening access affording housing. The House is disturbed that despite local sourcing of key raw material, Nigeria continues to face disproportionately high construction costs, suggesting inefficiency, market distortion, or possible exploitation within the value chain.
Lawmakers have now resolved to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate possible anti-competitive practices, supply chain bottlenecks, and market distortions responsible for the rising costs. Meanwhile, political alignments also took center stage during plenary as Mohammed Bello El-Rufai, son of former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai, defected from the All Progressives Congress to the African Development Congress alongside two lawmakers from Kaduna State. Also, a lawmaker from Kano moved from the ADC to the National Democratic Congress, while Joshua Chinedu, representing Amak Bari Federal Constituency, who earlier defected from the Labour Party to the ADC, has now joined the NDC. The lawmakers cited the internal crisis and uncertainty within their former political parties as reasons for their defections.
The House is further worried that these increases are leading to abandonment of construction projects, escalation of rent and property prices, increased cost of government infrastructure projects, loss of jobs across the construction value chain. Let us speak at the House resolve as the federal government to investigate the factors responsible for the continuous rise in the building material price despite low despite local raw material availability.
The developments highlight growing concerns over both economic pressures within the construction sector and shifting political alliances ahead of future electoral contests. Abuja, Linda Ike, Rapid TV.
Of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike says he is satisfied with the pace and quality of ongoing road infrastructure projects across Abuja. During an inspection tour of major construction sites within the capital, the minister reaffirmed the administration's commitment to delivering critical infrastructure that will improve transportation and ease traffic congestion. Our correspondent, Godwin Sunday, reports.
The FCT Minister Nyesom Wike continued his inspection of ongoing infrastructural projects with a visit to the Jai-Gwaripa interchange being executed by CBC Global. Speaking after touring the site, the minister expressed confidence in the quality of work done so far, describing the project as meeting expected standard. Wike noted that the interchange, once completed, will significantly reduce traffic congestion and improve connectivity between key districts within the Federal Capital Territory.
So we're very hopeful, and I imagine that the next 2 weeks, I'm sure that the organization will have massive progress. Because I believe that I have said before, it's a quality of the job, very, very good. I believe that the airport should be and then we'll be able to visiting it. Very good, beautiful work. I mean, in the next 12 months, anybody connect Abuja will see.
The minister also inspected the ongoing Airport Road to Kuje Junction project being handled by Arab contractors, where he commended the company for the speed and quality of work. Wike expressed optimism that the project would be completed before the end of May, adding that the FCT administration remained committed to the timely delivery of projects that directly impact residents and improve daily commuting within the capital city. The inspection forms part of the ongoing effort by the FCT administration to monitor critical infrastructural projects aimed at improving transportation and urban development across Abuja. In Abuja, Godwin Sunday, reporting for Rapid TV News.
The Kogi State government has confirmed the safe rescue of all victims abducted from the Darul Kitab Islamic Orphanage in Lokoja. The confirmation came in a statement issued on Wednesday in Lokoja by the State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Mr. Kinsley Fanwo. Gunmen attacked the orphanage on April 26 and abducted 23 pupils, including the proprietor's wife. The government had earlier confirmed the rescue of 15 victims on April 27th, following intensified security operations across the state. And now to regional security, where Nigeria has reaffirmed its commitment to stronger military cooperation and collective action against terrorism within the Lake Chad Basin region. The Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, made the position known during a ministerial meeting of the Multinational Joint Task Force held in Chad under the framework of the Lake Chad Basin Commission. The high-level meeting brought together defense ministers, military chiefs, and intelligence officials from Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, and Benin to review ongoing security operations and strengthen coordinated responses to cross-border threats. According to the Ministry of Defense, General Musa stressed that sustained regional collaboration remains essential to dismantling terrorist networks and restoring stability across affected communities in the region. Meanwhile, security agencies have launched a major rescue operation after gunmen abducted 6 students of Nasarawa State University in Gudi, Akwanga, local government area of the state. According to the Nasarawa State Police Command, the incident occurred on Wednesday night when armed men invaded an off-campus hostel located at Angua, Ninzo, on the outskirts of Gudu town. Police spokesperson SP Raman Nansir confirmed that the victims are students of the Faculty of Engineering at the University of Gudi campus, while another individual present at the lodge was also kidnapped during the attack. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Shetima Mohammed, visited the scene for an on-the-spot assessment and assured residents that every effort was being made to secure the safe release of the victims. Security agencies, including the police, DSS, military, NSCDC, and local vigilante groups have since commenced coordinated operations to track down the abductors. Authorities also redeployed the area commander in Akwangwa to strengthen field coordination during the rescue mission. Residents have been urged to remain calm, stay vigilant, and provide useful information to security agencies as investigations and rescue operations continue. In Lagos, the cost of living is no longer just rising. It is reshaping everyday life. For many residents, the act of feeding, commuting, or running a small business has become a daily struggle as prices of essential goods continue to rise. As frustrations grow, many are now speaking out, calling attention to the steady strain on their livelihoods. Our correspondent, Faith Oyewole, reports.
The rising cost of living is tightening its grip on residents as many struggle to keep up with daily expenses. For traders and consumers alike, the reality is clear. Prices of basic commodities continue to change, with some items seeing slight reduction, while others, like pepper, have increased sharply. Many say the value of money has dropped, with 1,000 naira no longer able to cover basic transportation, especially for families managing school runs and daily needs. Even market and business owners say low patronage is affecting their sales as households stick to strict budgets and focus only on essential expenses.
Like before, we can use a 1,000 naira and manage some things, but now transport have increased, everything has been difficult, things are very hard for people to endure. In fact, Nigeria, we don't even know where we are going.
Like before, when we go to market, we can use 50,000 naira and bought banana, but now, even when you go with 200,000, you can't buy anything. Look at like avocado, we bought one bag, 15,000, 10,000, but now we are buying with 60,000, 70,000, so it's not been easy with us.
See, I wake up by 4:30 in the morning and I'll cook just 2 derica of rice, 2 jollof rice, 2 derica of jollof rice, 1 derica of white rice, and I will be here by 10 o'clock in the morning. I will still be here by 9:30 in the evening. I will be shouting, hot jollof rice, hot jollof rice, hot swallow. I will be shouting. People that don't have money to buy food. They don't have money. This thing is crazy. The economy is not good at all. It's not helping any one of us. So it's not good at all. I have 4 children to take care of. I will say tomorrow I will not cook, but I will still have to stand up. I'll cook. The remaining one that will remain, my children will eat it every night. We eat the remainder of my food because I can't bring what I cooked today to the market the next morning. So I have to give my children or give it out to people to eat.
So no sales. The little money people are managing it is what they have in mind, what they budget to buy. That's what they are buying. That's it. It's affecting sales a lot and a lot.
Transport operators are not left out as they link the rising cost of fuel to increased fares and reduced earnings. They also point to the high cost of acquiring tricycles, making it difficult for many to sustain the business and support their families.
Things are too hard. Things are too tough. After buying the fuel, there is no profit again. Passengers are complaining. There is no any turn up. Not only fuel itself. To maintain the bus is not easy. The whole pass are very cost. You pay your rentage, you pay your school fees. At the end of the day, there is no money. These government are not even trying at all. They are just after their own selfish interests.
We cannot even feed our children. Like before, you cannot even eat 3 times a day. And the people that are selling keke now is out of hungry. This keke now is 5 million naira. The gas on, when we want that gas, no, that's gas on. The gas on 6 million. Please, may they help us. Even all those people selling this thing, they say bringing it to Nigeria is not cost like that. Please, may they help us check how much than they sell the keke, how much the thing was coming down to Nigeria. Keke is 5 million. Yeah, they are giving us 8 million. Before we pay it finish, the keke are already old. We cannot even make our own. And see fuel matter again. Please, may they help us. I have 3 children. We cannot even smile. Not smile on our face.
As the pressure mounts, residents are calling on the government to intervene and ease the burden of rising living costs. Lagos, Faith Oyewole, Rapid TV News.
But the cost of living is biting hard on all Nigerians right now. While you're still watching the news on Rapid Television, we'll bring you more stories after the break. Just stay with us.
Meet the men and women shaping the future of Nigeria. Get to know your representatives at the National Assembly. From lawmaking to constituency projects, we'll take you behind the scenes and inside the chambers of the Nigerian National Assembly. Learn about the bills they are championing, the challenges they are facing, and the impacts they are making in their constituencies. We'll also bring you closer to the people they are serving and the stories that shape their work. Join us on NAS Watch every Friday on Rapid Television at 7 p.m. So get informed, get engaged, and get to know the leaders shaping Nigeria's future.
From the soil beneath our feet to the tables across the world, agriculture is the heartbeat of Nigeria's future. Yet challenges persist: limited finance, outdated methods, policy gaps, and untapped opportunities. The Green Line is here to change that. A groundbreaking weekly television feature that connects policy with practice, farmers with markets, and innovation with impact. We dig deep into the full agricultural value chain, from land preparation to mechanization, financing, food preservation, exports, and beyond. The Green Line isn't just a show, it's a national development platform. Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. only on Rapid TV, Star Times channel 176, and online at www.rbnradiotv.com.
Yes, I'm that girl, your host for Rapid E, right here on Rapid TV, the program that brings you the hits, the laughs, and the moments everyone is talking about. From music to film to exclusive interviews with your faves. The entertainment show that comes alive. Every episode keeps you wanting more. Tune in every Friday and Saturday. The name is Esther. That name should definitely stick. Clock it.
Welcome back. You're still watching the news on Rapid Television. Moving on now to other stories, beginning with the news from the business scene. Business leaders, policymakers, and industry experts from across Africa have gathered in Abuja for the Africa CEOs Conference, where discussions are centered on strengthening the continent's economic structures and improving long-term business sustainability. The forum is examining how African enterprises can adapt to global economic shifts through governance, data management, and institutional resilience. Our correspondent, Godwin Sunday, reports.
The conference held in Nigeria's capital brought together chief executives, investors, and professionals from sectors including finance, technology, real estate, fashion, and legal services. Discussion focused on how African businesses can transition from short-term profit models to more structured institutions capable of surviving leadership changes and global market volatility. Participants noted that while Africa's private sector continues to expand, many firms still face challenges related to succession planning, weak institutional frameworks, and limited data governance system.
But across Africa and emerging economies, something significant is happening. We are witnessing the rise of ambitious founders. We are seeing businesses grow faster than ever before. We are seeing innovation, visibility, and capital move at unprecedented speed. But beneath that growth lies a deeper question, one that cannot be ignored. Will what we're building outlive us? Because profitability is not permanent, growth is not sustainability, and attention is not absolute strength.
Speakers also highlighted the growing influence of digital transformation, warning that artificial intelligence, data protection, and consumer trust issues are becoming central risks for businesses across the continent. They stressed the need for stronger regulatory frameworks and improved corporate governance to support sustainable growth in an increasingly digital economy.
No matter what, you have to be ready. And then when we talk about Nigeria being ready, we were supposed to have been ready. So that's why conversations like this are very important, that prepares you to be ready. Sometimes you're not fully ready before you make a move, because sometimes when you're fully ready, you don't make a move. And that's why we say sometimes that too much analysis may lead to paralysis. So you don't have to get everything before you move. So are we ready? I think we are. And then we'll start getting ready, more ready, as we move on the journey to transgenerational wealth.
Strengthen cross-border trade and improve economic reliance amid global uncertainties. Experts say outcomes from the discussions are expected to feed into broader recommendation on improving competitiveness and long-term value creation across African markets. Abuja, Godwin Sunday, Rapid TV News.
And now to West Africa, where Mali's military authorities have appointed a new chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces following recent deadly attacks and reports of alleged coup plot within the country. Major General Elise Jondo officially assumed office after a military reshuffle announced by the transitional government led by General Assimi Goïta. The changes come shortly after coordinated attacks targeted military installations across Mali, leaving several soldiers dead and heightening security concerns in the country. Authorities say investigations are ongoing after intelligence reports suggested that some military personnel may have been involved in planning or supporting the attacks. The development has intensified political and security tensions in Mali, where the military government continues to battle insurgency and internal instability. Britons voted Thursday local elections set to heap more pressure on Labour Prime Minister Keir Starmer and energize the rise of hard right and left-wing populists. The ballot across Scotland, England and Wales is Starmer's biggest electoral test since his July 2024 general election landslide victory over the Conservatives. Opinion polls predict grim results for Labour, which could amplify calls for Starmer, 63, to resign or face a long-rumoured party leadership challenge. The Prime Minister and his wife voted at a polling station near Parliament in Westminster. Nigel Farage's anti-immigrant reform, UK, and the left-wing Greens, led by self-described eco-populist Zach Polanski, are expected to benefit from widespread disillusionment. Melanie Garson, Associate Professor of Politics at University College London, said the vote was a huge barometer for how the country is feeling about this political establishment. In sports, Iran's Football Federation has called on FIFA to provide formal guarantees for the safety and dignity of its national team delegation ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup to be co-hosted by the United States, Canada and Mexico. Iranian football authorities say the request follows growing political tensions between Tehran and Washington, as well as a recent incident in which members of an Iranian delegation were reportedly denied entry into Canada for a FIFA event. Federation President Mehdi Taj said Iran expects FIFA to ensure that its players, officials and supporters are treated fairly during the tournament, especially during matches scheduled to take place on United States soil. Back home, the Confederation of African Football has reinstated Nigeria into its prestigious Grade A coaching license program after a 9-year suspension. The Nigeria Football Federation announced that the country has now been cleared to organize CAF Grade A coaching courses for qualified candidates marking a major boost for football development in Nigeria. The CAF Grade A license is one of the highest coaching certifications in African football and is required for coaches seeking to manage teams in major continental competitions, including the Africa Cup of Nations and CAF Champions League. Football authorities say the reinstatement reflects renewed effort to improve technical development and coaching standards across the country. To end the news, here is a recap. Tinubu approves Fani Kayode's redeployment as ambassador designate to South Africa. Kogi government confirms rescue of all abducted Lokoja orphanage victims. Experts push sustainable business models. On the foreign scene, new army chief appointed after attacks in Mali. And in sports, Iran seeks FIFA guarantees in the US. And that's the news. Thank you for watching. I am Victor RK. Good afternoon.
This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the stories that matter. From news to lifestyle, we inform, entertain, and uplift. Join Rapid TV on StarTimes Channel 176, Nightcomsat. On Rapid FM, we speak your language from the soulful airwaves of Umuahia to the vibrant culture.
My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava, go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. I love Rapid TV.
Shout out
Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV.
This is Rapid TV.
Rapid
TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down.
Leave it like that.